What's going on, guys? It's Isaac. Sorry, I'm like 2 minutes late. It'll be fine, right? They have some new stuff on the live stream stuff that I didn't know about. So I get on like a couple minutes before noon, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Anyone out there? Give me a thumbs up. So, let me see. What's today? Is today the 1st or 2nd? What's up, little Joe? Brock? Mr. Sprinkles? What up? Alright, I'm going to let more people get on here and then get on to what's going on, guys. It's like no one's there and all of a sudden, BAM! Y'all are all there. It's pretty awesome. West Alabama, what's up? Tyler. Ronan? What's going on? So what's going on, guys? It's been a while. I can't even remember the last time I did a live stream. Let me tell y'all why I'm doing a live stream. It's because I've been too busy to make a video. I feel kind of guilty, but I'm getting back on this Mustang today. Me and John have been super busy with doing projects. We're getting ready for another special, we call it. You know, the trip to the island was pretty cool, and so we thought that another cool trip would be pretty good. So Dax, what's up? Oh, the little rascal is not tore up, dude. There's nothing wrong with that bike. Yeah, Timothy, don't forget to hit that like button. That's right. Logan, what's up? Steven, you're here for testing purposes? Come on, man. Ask a question. What's up, James? Someone was asking about the front brakes on the Mustang. Did I get them sorted out? No, I did not. They are still janky, and still haven't heard from although I hadn't checked my emails in like a week or so, but I still have not heard from CJ Pony Parts on this front end that they sold me, or the brakes that they sold me for this Mustang. I didn't tell y'all how much I paid for that kit. $700. $700 for that brake kit, and yeah. Anyhow, what's up, Chris? Charlotte? Let me see. Any questions? Come on now. What is that? Yeah, Tyler, it stopped. It does stop. The car stops fine. But it's just the issue is when you make a turn, and I can only, like, I've got like 3/4 of the turning radius is what I had before, and that's just not acceptable. So I will be looking for another brake kit if they don't get back up with me. I will be getting another brake kit for it because this just isn't gonna work. Mr. 1988 Monster, or am I getting the hearse ready for Halloween? Yes, I will be. So, CJ, no, not at the moment. Daily Garage. I only watch cars and cameras. Oh, let me see. Oh, well, I mean, man, he's cool. Just saying. Let me see. Creative modifications. Y'all should make a snowmobile. Man, I would love to make a snowmobile, but here in North Carolina, we don't get enough snow, unfortunately. Shane, what's up? Let me see. No Diggity. That's a cool name. 65 mile per hour lawnmower. What happened? Okay, what happened? The whole story was the reason the lawnmower flipped, it was totally my fault. You know, that torque converter that we had on there is only rated for so much horsepower, and we were like going way beyond what it was rated for. That part held up fine. The main reason why the rear end locked up and the lawnmower flipped, if y'all watch the video, so get on there, get on Cars and Cameras and check out that video when I flipped the lawnmower. When you see the smoke coming out from under the hood, I panicked and I reached down. I didn't know it happened until I studied the video. I reached down and I turned off the ignition because I didn't want to like chunk a rod out of the motor, because there was so much money in that motor. I turned off the ignition, and that caused the rubber belt to get wrapped up in the torque converter, because the engine cut off and locked up the rear end, and that's what started the slide and the flip. So now y'all know. Totally my fault. Totally my fault. So, clan gun. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. All right. Any other questions, guys? Single. Little Joe wants us to bring back the lawnmower. Look, the lawnmower will make a comeback. It will. We just don't know when. It hadn't gone anywhere. It's still in the garage. It's out of the rain. Oh, the BMX rider is in Australia. What's up, man? I'd love to go there one day. Eric wants to know how the Biscayne is coming along. Since I've been so busy with John, I haven't gotten anything published on the Biscayne, but just give y'all a view. I've got my cylinder head in. Let me see if I can turn this around. Can I turn this thing? Yeah, there we go. And I have the oversized valves put in, and I still have to do the porting and polishing, which I have not done yet. So that'll be happening soon. Probably, what's up, LB4? And then Sweden. So hopefully soon I'll be installing that head in the Biscayne, and the camshaft and the headers. See, I have my headers right there for the car. Turbo right there is going to be like the last thing. I am going to take this thing to the drag strip and run a time on it with the new head on it, camshaft, intake, all that stuff. So, Mr. 1988 wants to know what happened to the 53. The 53 Chevy is in my garage. I'm not going to take it to the power tour because I really have to fix the front end on that car. It is in real bad shape. Real bad shape. Like, I have to totally rebuild the front end on that car. So, Boo Bug, I appreciate it, man. I love the Mustang too, man. It's pretty awesome. Let me see. Oh, what happened to the motorcycle you got back? Oh, Jason Wells. What's up, man? The motorcycle that I got back is sitting right here, and got it running, and I'm loving it. Unfortunately, I can't ride it at the moment because we stole the carburetor off of that bike and put it on the drag rail. And if y'all watched many of my videos, y'all knew that right up there was the rail hanging from the ceiling, which it is not there anymore because we broke it out and took it to the drag strip and all that stuff. So, Dorito, appreciate the box. Appreciate it, man. Let me see. Noah. Yeah, man, you should totally take your mini bike to Busco. Hopefully it's a fat tire one, because the fat tires do a lot better at Busco than the ones with the narrow tires. Stoney wants to know what my dream bike is. My dream bike. I don't know, man. That Triumph right there is right up there. Let me see. Bills fan MC wants to know what we're gonna do with the snowmobile engine. Man, we were planning on putting that snowmobile engine on a one of the VIR carts that we got from the VIR, Virginia International Raceway. It's just a regular go-kart, and we were planning on putting the snowmobile engine on it. It ought to be pretty wicked. So, man, we have 265 people up here right now. That's awesome. Phil, I appreciate it, man. Phil's from England. I appreciate it. I have fun doing all the things I do. Chris, I appreciate you watching, bud. Cars and cameras, maybe you can answer what's the backstory on the hearse. Okay, Mr. 1988 Monster again. Got a lot of questions. What's the backstory on the hearse? Okay. Backstory on the hearse is me and my roommates, we absolutely loved Halloween. We lived to have parties at the house and doing cool stuff. And I had an opportunity to buy a hearse for $140. It was actually really nice. Couldn't get a title for it. Bought the hearse, used it for Halloween decorations, and then another hearse popped up, same body style and everything, for $400 with a title. So wound up buying that and used it for another Halloween. And then I needed to build my garage, and my pickup truck just wasn't big enough to haul the lumber, and the bed in the back of the hearse is 10 foot long, where my truck is 8 foot long, and I was able to put lumber in the back of the hearse, and then it wound up turning into my daily, and that was like 14 years ago, and I've just been breaking it out for Halloweens now. So that's the backstory on the hearse. Twin Indy, have I considered doing an engine swap, Predator 212 on one of their... Oh. Well, I mean, we don't get snowmobiles around here. We have to drive like out of town, like out of state near about to get a snowmobile. Chris Blaylock, if I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Do we ever come to Texas? Yeah, man, we go to Texas all the time. Well, I say all the time, at least once a year, twice a year, something like that. Oh, Rico, 1994 is in the Netherlands. What's up, man? Is everybody doing fine out there? 283 of y'all out there. Hope none of y'all are sick, have the Rona or anything. Thriving Epicness wants to know how old I am. I just turned 44 years old last month. Actually, that's like the month before now. So, yeah, 44 years old. I'm an old one. Let me see. Richard Brooks, what's up? What happened to the wrecker? The wrecker's at the house. Still got it. Let's see. Wow, y'all are asking a lot of questions. Chris, I hope you enjoy the 212, man. We love those Honda clones. ATH 3157. I don't know how. He's in Portugal. What's up? Just built a mini bike with a 225 and 30 series. I bet that thing's a ripper. Okay, first name, last name. Good one. How did me and John meet? John was a customer at my work. I was a mechanic, and John drove a BMW. And of course, BMWs need serviced and fixed. And so he was getting his BMW serviced at my shop, and him and his dad were restoring a 66 Chevy pickup truck, which if y'all watch a lot of, if y'all been watching a long time, y'all seen that we've messed around with a 66 truck. That's the truck. And he needed some parts, and I had parts, and just kind of became friends and all that stuff. And it's been good. I got hooked up with cars and cameras, and that's what's happened. Nathan wants to know if we ever thought about making a Rokon two-wheel drive dirt bike clone out of a Trailmaster. I thought about doing a two-wheel drive mini bike. Just hadn't done it. 343 of y'all up here. That's awesome. All right, y'all quit asking questions, or my phone has frozen up. Come on. Oh, there we go. Lucas. Yeah, 45. That's cool. Oh, any chance you'd be putting a 212 in a small boat? Yeah. Let me see. Jamie wants to know, how many storage garages do I have? Well, this is one. Slam packed full with all my stuff. I'm a bit of a hoarder, but I gotta tell you, that hoarding sometimes comes in handy. So let me count. So this is one. I've got another one on the other side of that wall that's even bigger than this garage. Me and John, we've been filming in that lately. Then I have 1, 2, 3 others. So I have 5 storage buildings, all about this size. So holds lots of my things. The Banisher 101 wants to know if we're thinking about turbocharging any of our projects. Man, we've already done that. We had the drift trike that we turbocharged, and it actually worked pretty good. And in fact, earlier this year, I think it was earlier this year, we tried it out without the drift sleeves, and that turbo, I mean, a lot of people say that the turbos don't work on single cylinder engines, but this one seems to. We tried it with and without the turbo, and the turbo seemed to get us, I don't know, something like almost a half a second faster or something in John's driveway. Drew. Oh gosh, I just lost you. Okay. Well, oh man, I lost you. Sorry. find some questions. Okay, first name, last name. What is my upload schedule? Well, I usually do every Friday and at noon. So that's why I was doing the live stream today, because I don't have the videos because I've been just too busy. And I hope y'all don't mind. I mean, I figured it'd been so long since I did a live stream, it wouldn't hurt. What do y'all think? Should I do more live streams? You know, like maybe once a month or every other month? Just let me know. And Cars and Cameras, we upload, or John uploads every Monday and Wednesday usually at noon, but sometimes it's a little tough, like, you know, the videos are pretty complicated, and sometimes he doesn't get them uploaded on time every time. What is my favorite scary movie? Ben asks. My favorite scary movie. That's a good question. I know my favorite regular movie, the first thing that comes off the top of my head, which it isn't scary. Now I can't think of the movie. It is, oh gosh, where is it? Is that it? No. Where'd it go? I went brain dead, guys. Tropic Thunder's a really good one. Favorite scary movie? I can't think of any scary movie that's my favorite. James Lewis wants to know if I'm going to LS any of my vehicles. Probably. I'm always been a small block Chevy guy, or small block in general. You know, the 302 Fords are like bulletproof too. But I've always been more into the Chevrolet stuff. But the LS, you just can't argue with the horsepower out of the box. Thriving Epicness wants to know what's my all-time favorite vehicle to drive. There's just too many of them, man. I absolutely love my Chevy Nova. I don't know if y'all know it, but this thing actually only has 19,000 original miles on the odometer. And I did I went to the DMV guy and got him to trace back 20 years on this car. And in 20 years, they had only put like 5,000 miles on the car in 20 years. And it looks like that the 19,000 miles on the odometer is the actual mileage. So this one's pretty good. My 77 Camaro is pretty good, but another one that's my favorite to drive is this Mercedes-Benz right here. Very clean car, very, very good driving car. I like a Benz. Lucas wants to know if any of my Beetles are going to be driven or worked on. Yeah, sure. I've got to break out my 73 Beetle pretty soon. It's pretty crammed in there, but trust me, that thing runs and drives. I crank it up every once in a while. I just hadn't driven it in probably about a year because I've done I've got so much stuff. I got to rotate my stock. I like to say that. Rotate my stock. Drew wants to know about Baja Bugs or Volkswagen Dune buggies. Got one in the works right now. Garrett wants to know how many cars I have. How about y'all quickly punch in how many cars you think I have? Real quick. How many cars do y'all think I have? Okay, we got 37 here. Oh, Mike wants to know about the ski boat. Ski boat is fine. I hadn't had it out at all this year. 27, 30, 41, 23, 12. Keep going, guys. I'm going to let y'all keep going until y'all figure it out. 200. Oh, my gosh. Okay, okay. Keep going. Okay, Cooter's Garage is pretty close. Anyhow, I was going to let y'all guess, but I have about 60 cars. So, and Andrew is really close at 55. So, too many cars. I did have around 70, but I got rid of 10 of them recently, and I'm trying not to buy anything else, because you know, 60 is enough. Yes, the Daily Mock. Yes, I do have an addiction. Mark wants to know how many are drivable. Well, the Beetle over here is drivable. My Mercedes in the back is drivable. The Nova's drivable. This Camaro underneath all this stuff is actually drivable. It's got a big block Chevy in it. That 57 is not. This Mustang will be drivable today, because I plan on doing a video on that. My Chevette is not drivable. Let me see if I can do this, guys. I gotta open up. I got my Wi-Fi. I'm using my Wi-Fi here, and every time I leave the building, my signal goes away, so bear with me. The Biscayne is right there, and if y'all see right there, there's a old Nova. Those two are drivable, and that's it at this shop. I don't know how many are drivable total. A bunch. I've got a bunch that are drivable, because I tend to rotate my stock around and keep things going. Vin wants to know what's the worst crash I've been in. Now, Vin, is that a worst car crash or a go-kart crash? I'll go with both. Worst car crash I've ever been. I was driving. This was back in '96. I was driving my Camaro, and I had someone pull out in front of me, and I T-boned them doing 60. Totaled the car. I was heartbroken, because I loved that car. The worst go-kart crash I've been in, it was, you know, the lawnmower. That was nothing. The worst one was, I was riding the Yerf Dog with the Subaru engine on it. I don't think I had a Subaru at the time, but y'all know which Yerf Dog. And John told me to go up a hill, and I was like, man, it's gonna flip. And he's like, man, just go up the hill. And I went up the hill, and then it rolled over backwards, and when it did, it rocked, and it came back down hard on the top, and I landed on my head, and my neck hurt for like a couple months after that. So that was the worst one, because I hurt for so long. Mike wants to know, how much do all my cars cost? A lot. I don't know the exact number. I'm sorry, man. Mars wants to know about my granddad's Jeep pickup truck. I have not started on that, which the truck runs and drives right now. The first thing I want to do on that truck over the winter is I want to totally rebuild the brake system. I want to put new brake wheel in it, new brake lines, and I want to get rid of the single reservoir master cylinder and uh, put a dual master cylinder on it, and then I can start driving that thing around. So, Mr. 1988 Monster wants to know if y'all will ride along with the hearse this year. Y'all might. I'm gonna definitely do a video on it. Thriving Epicness wants to know about the cross cart. It is not fixed yet. So 389 people up here. Down to science. I'm gonna bring out the hearse. Any thoughts on the next Mini Mayhem? Mini Mayhem. We're not having it this year. We kind of figured that the COVID thing would, keep us from doing it. So we had already made other plans on stuff. So we are kind of sticking with those plans, and no Busco Beach this year, unfortunately. But it'll be fine. There will be some next year, hopefully. Hopefully when we get over this COVID stuff. So, Gizmo. I'm not 57 Chevy Gasser. Nah, I'm more of a old school, like more stockish type guy. Xander, I appreciate it, man. Black Widow Rat Rod Wagon. Rat Rod Wagon, man. Wade wants to know where the 53 Chevy is. The 53 Chevy is in one of my other garages, and it's doing just fine. Apart from needing the front end rebuilt. What's up, Boily? When are we going to Go Power Sports next in Texas? I don't know. We were supposed to go to Go Power Sports like last month or the month before or something like that, and of course the Pate swap meet was canceled, so we were not able to go. Then what's my fastest quarter mile time? I've never really run the quarter mile. I've always worked on, eighth mile. Eighth mile tracks around this area. My best eighth mile track time was a slow 890 at like 70. Wait, how many miles per hour? It was somewhere around 80 miles per hour, and it was in my 1981 Volvo station wagon. And the Volvo station wagon has a small block Chevy in it, and yeah, it's a bone stock small block Chevy, but it's in a Volvo wagon. Carson keeps asking where the Rat Rod wagon is, man. There we go. It's right there. See? Okay, Third Generation Racing wants to know how many years have I been into cars and go-karts. Cars for ever since I was a young fella. Like knee high to a grasshopper. How's that? Go-karts since I was like 11 years old. Got my first go-kart, and to be honest, I didn't get my first mini bike until 5 or 6 years ago. So Drew wants the Cozy Coupe update. Well, man, Cozy Coupe is right there. We had to steal the rear wheels off of it for the drag rail. So we got to find some other wheels for the back of the Cozy Coupe. Will wants to know how many motorcycles I own. 4. I don't know, 15 motorcycles or something like that. Uh, then wants to know if I'm a fan of the Fast and Furious. Absolutely. Um, Let me see. Any other questions? Uh, yeah. So, Saul wants to know what happened to the Honda Davidson motorcycle. Um, it's it's peeking out right on the other side of that. There it is right there. There's the fuel tank. So it's in the garage. I just took tags off of it yesterday because we had to borrow some parts off, some coils off of that engine for the drag rail. But I took it off the road for this. So, little quick peek on that. Another Trail 70. Wrench and Russ wants to know me and John's story. John was a customer at my work. I was a mechanic, and I worked on his BMW, and we just kind of became friends and stuff. And then Cars and Cameras happened. It's good. Crash DK, I love Roadkill. Monkey Bandit wants to know about the 76 Corvette. It is not in here. It's in my other garage. I still have it. I plan on painting it and all that stuff. So, tell us about the silver bus. Oh yeah. No Names 101. Yes, the bus out at my place. That is a 1958 GMC, and yes, it does have the two-stroke diesel in it. I believe it's a 671, something like that. And she's got the supercharger on it. She runs and drives. She's bad to the bone. Puss kick. Yeah. Man, I appreciate it. I'll let John know on that 919. Dylan wants to know if I have any first generation S10s. I do not. Man, those things are awesome. I love them. Oh, good one. R6 Quickify wants to know the best place to find old mini bikes. Man, me and John just did a video on one yesterday and today. I'll go ahead and say I picked up the mini bike for 20 bucks, and we worked on it last night and this morning. And the best place to find mini bikes or go-karts is word of mouth. All you got to do is put it out there. One time I put on Facebook Marketplace looking for a go-kart, and I had like 6 people message me in like 30 minutes, and I picked up several go-karts either for free or for like 20 bucks. So put the word out that you're looking for a go-kart or a mini bike, and trust me, you'll find somebody that's got one that they'd love to get rid of. You know, you might not get it for 20 bucks, but you know, any go-kart running and riding, you know, two or 300 bucks is probably a pretty good deal from what I've seen. So, oh, thriving epicness, man. What are future plans for the island? I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of hold on to it. Everybody thinks that I'm rich because I have an island and so many cars and stuff and so many houses. I inherited the island. The island's not worth much. I think the tax value on the island is like 3,000 bucks. The insurance, the taxes on the island are only like $200 or $300 a year. So just to pay $200 or $300 a year and say I have an island and be able to go out there and hang out, man, I'm doing it. It's not worth much. I can't build on it or anything. It's just, yeah. And as far as the cars, you know, Volkswagen Beetle, I think I gave $1,000 for it or something like that. I can't remember. The Miata was a trade. The 57 was the most I've ever given for anything in here. Any 57 you find for $5,000 or so, you know, grab it. The 71 Nova over there, not Nova, Chevelle. That was $500 with the parts car. The yellow Nova over there, $3,500. This Camaro, I think I gave $3,000 for it. That 57, yeah, I don't need to go through. Everything has been bought like cheaper than they should have sold for. You know, I find good deals. And I've been collecting for a long time. I've been collecting cars since I was like 20 years old, and that's 24 years I've been collecting cars. Then yes, Alice in Chains is good. Let me see. Kyle, what's up? Oh my goodness, have I really been up here for 41 minutes? Guys, I gotta go. Nathan, Timothy, what's up? Propane go-kart, that would be a cool idea. Put a Busa motor in a Miata, that would be cool. What's up, Dilbo? Mitch. Yes, and Dog Johnson. Yeah, if you look long enough, you're gonna find a good deal on anything. Nathan wants to know where's John. John is heading back to the house. We were videoing this weekend over at my place, and he's heading back to his house right now, and I'll be going back too soon. Yeah, Russ Leiter wants to know about the American Muscle and how I got into the Miatas and Volkswagens and little cars. The story on that, the Miatas, my ex-girlfriend had a Miata, and I just kind of fell in love with Miatas, you know, kind of fell in love with her and Miatas. It is what it is. And the little cars, the Volkswagens and stuff, you know how easy they are to park. Why wouldn't you like a little car? Let me see. What's the story on the Mustang? That Mustang? I'm working on it. Alright, sorry guys. Anyhow, I don't know what happened, but I couldn't just leave without saying goodbye. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Sorry, I don't know what happened. It just the internet took a dump or something. So appreciate y'all tuning in. 45 minutes is like the longest. It's like a record for me on live streaming. So I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I will catch y'all in the next video. So I'll catch y'all later. Appreciate it. Bye.